Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 3 with myself, Hollow. It's good to be back, continuing the series as always. We're going to start by following up on a couple of NPC related things. First up, we have a few different types of ash. We have, just one, the Xanthius ashes. One thing that I forgot to check when I gave ashes last time with the Eastern ashes was the washing pole. This came with the Eastern ashes, and it is a stunning, unusually long katana forged in an Eastern land. The extreme length of the blade provides immense range, but also renders the blade extremely fragile. And then, of course, it gets the katana hold stance where you can do a special attack or a parry. And, well, it's ridiculous. In PvP, the range on this, the phantom range, is crazy. It's very fun to use. I'm going to be using it at some point soon. Now, we do have access to the Smo set, which is something I don't know when it popped up. Maybe when we defeated the boss last time, Gwendolyn's boss, or maybe just, I don't know, it just popped up for whatever reason. It is a grotesque armor associated with Smo, the last knight to stand in defense of the ruined cathedral. And there you go, confirms that he wasn't a illusion, though we kind of already thought that. It boasts extremely high defense and can be donned by humans, but not without great difficulty. Truly a hideous looking set. Oh my god. But very, very powerful. And now more in line with the Xanthius ashes we just gave, we get the yellowish set. As you can see, it probably looks kind of nice actually. I like the way that there's like a half cape going over one shoulder there. A yellowish overcoat covering a band of brass medallions. Xanthius clothing is the mark of a researcher of lost sorceries, and the number of medallions denotes their success. That's interesting. A point of pride for the researchers, even if its significance is lost on others. Yeah, so only really normally another Xanthius person would be able to identify that kind of trait in the clothing. We have the Giant's Call. As we know, the Giant Blacksmith of Anor Londo, great character, good friend of Hawkeye. We thought he was the sniper, turns out it's not him. What do you have to say, Andre?
My, the call of that peaceable giant.
Yeah, he was wonderful.
Seems like ages passed. I imagine his passing was long ago. I miss the old bugger, I do.
He was so nice.
My thanks. I'll be sure this coal is put to good use. I'll be smithing weapons never afore seen by the likes of ye. It's but a small service to pay my humble respects.
There's a tiny tinge of sadness in his voice there, which is great voice acting. But that now unlocks the ability to infuse with things like simple, which is very useful. And then the other call, which is the Profane call that we got last time.
Lords, where did you happen upon this coal? This is much too dark. I see the abyss in it.
Oh.
Yet a smith I remain. I won't turn down a request. But forget not, your fight is for the flame and for your fellow kin, just like mine. A cursed fate this may be, but hope remains, does it not?
Wow. I didn't expect that level of advice. Okay, one major plot point there. This allows for infusing with hollow gems and a few other things, but mainly hollow gems. Something I've been using on a PvP character. And he notices right away that this is Abyss level stuff. This is Dark Wraith level stuff. And he instantly says, you're supposed to fight for the fire. Don't use this stuff. Don't fall to the Abyss. Now, I never noticed. I never thought about it. But the dungeon clearly has something to do with the Abyss. Whatever's down in the Profane capital, even below the dungeon, something there Pontiff witnessed and experienced, and it changed him, and he became that terrible enemy, that horrible person that did terrible things to a lot of the people of the Burial Valley. We saw a lot of fucked up shit there. But why that's so interesting is that I did mention when I first looked upon the Profane capital entrance, the big tower, it reminded me a little of Ulissul's Colosseum where you fight Artorias. Just a little bit, just the tower, not identical, similar. And it's going down and down into this black pit. Could the Profane capital have something to do with Ulissel's abyss? Maybe. Now, we also mentioned that the lands are converging. At least my theory is that it's converging. This whole area is just a lot of different areas put together. Analondo, Gwyn's Lord of Cinder. I don't know what the big giant Yawn brought with him, but obviously he's brought something with him there. The high walls of Lothric literally rising into the sky. There's tons of stuff moving. The land is moving to accommodate to this event. And a really good thing that we realized but didn't understand at the time, now we kind of do, is that the catacombs of Carthus will obviously have been brought here by this convergence and moved physically here. But they had no place in this area. There's no desert, there's no kingdom, all these things that High Lord Wolnir went and destroyed, they don't exist here. So how does he have all that and why are they here? There's no desert here. It's because of the convergence. That whole area, Catacombs of Carthus, was brought here in the convergence because that's where Wolnir resided. He brought the area around him, leaving his previous home. Kind of cool to think about. And finally, we have the Dragon Torso Stone. We did not read this, we got it last time. Stone imbued with the power of the everlasting dragons, used in a secret rite by dragon worshippers. Gain the torso of a dragon and a dragon's roar, a transformation that is irreversible until death. From ancient times, the path of dragon worship was walked by warriors. It's said they envision Archdragon Peak in the depths of their meditation, and at times, they even hear the distant sound of the great bell at the peak, referencing a Dark Souls 2 area there. We also do know that the Faith user, the failed Firekeeper, the one that was telling us miracles, teaching us miracles, is no longer in her normal spot. And I've been sort of hinted, nudged at, Hollow, she's still here, but you need to have a look outside. Consider going to the first bonfire over there. So that's what I'm going to do. So keep your eyes peeled. We might be able to find her. We may as well kill these guys. It's going to be, oh, so difficult, you know, to take these guys down. They're so strong. Yeah, very nice. Oh, there you go. Okay, something's happening here. Thanks for the tip, guys. She's moved. And the mace wielder, with his brilliant voice, appears to be here.
I made myself very clear. My allegiance remained only as long as you assured the girl's safety. This knight of Karim does not forgive betrayal.
Oh,
Even
shit.
a broken woman deserves her dignity.
I told you, he likes her. He likes her a lot. It's brilliant voice acting. So his name's Eygon. I don't think I ever knew that. Or Eygon. And he's very fucking mad with us. So mad that he's willing to kill us now. Because we've put her in danger. She's out at a Violent Shrine. And there are enemies here that, you know, would... Whoa!
A knight of Karim does not forgive betrayal.
Not ever. Whoops. I thought he was doing the Preservance, which is a move a lot of like heavy maces have. Basically what it does is give you poise, which is, you know, very useful, for sure. Very useful. Didn't expect the explosion. My bad. Yeah, that does some nice damage. He does not like that very much. Burning him over time. Okay, he really does a lot of damage. Oh, he's out of heals. Interesting, he starts without heals, like he wants to heal, he tries it, but he's out. I wonder what he's been through. Goodbye.
Irina. This bastard.
This bastard? Oh, Morn's Great Hammer and the Moaning Shield. Oh, this is translated poorly. Great Hammer bestowed upon Karim Knights with demonstrate. I think it means like who demonstrated outstanding strength and unwavering faith. Decorated by a warding charm of Karim Temple and imbued with the twisted rage of Apostle Morn. Morn's Rage. Stick the weapon into the earth and emit powerful shockwave, also similar to Perseverance. I just mentioned it. Boosts poise and reduces damage received. So just like the other massive maces, it does do that, which is very good. It gives you that that power to have like boosted poise basically, but then follows it with an explosion. I don't get to see that because I don't have the suitable stats. I think it's faith related. Yeah, you need 30 faith to use it and 50 strength. Jesus. But it is a very good weapon nonetheless. I know that. A deformed great shield given to Eygon of Kareem upon being conferred knighthood. The giant woman's face that protects Eygon is that of his sister, some years his senior. And it has the skill Moan, which will offer a gentle prayer to the shield, causing the woman's face to give out a low moan and attract enemies. Requires 50 strength to use. Wow, he's a very strong guy. Oh, I cannot roll while holding this. That's his sister, apparently. It looks a bit weird. Ooh. Weird. I'm not sure I'm ever going to see anyone use this besides, like, just for a great shield. Like, the skill doesn't seem massively useful. Either way, that seems to be the result of the storyline that we followed by buying her not so good and more abyss-related miracles from her. She started to be corrupted, and it seems like she's, for some reason, found herself out here, and that was seen as a betrayal by him, because we put her at risk. She could have been killed by those random guys there, and in fact, I am making an assumption that she's not dead right now that I think about it. No, she's moving. She's moving.
Who is there? Someone there? Anyone?
I don't understand. She's like so alone and blind and stuff. And if this guy cares for her so much, why doesn't he just be like, "Hi, I'm here. I'll touch your face for you. Chill out. I got you," or something. He clearly really liked her, but he just didn't want to show it.
Oh, sweet champion. Where have you been? Please, your touch. The little creatures, how they nip and bite.
Maybe this is how she found herself in that cell. She wandered there. Okay, well, I guess we've returned to filing. So she's not dead. We just simply put her at risk. And that was enough for him to want to kill us. Extremely interested to see the other side of the storyline where we buy only her good miracles. Only the ones that won't corrupt her. Which we'll probably be doing on Guts. I'm thinking of doing like a 0.5 episode. We show the series storyline. We show maybe this storyline from the other side soon. You know, when I've got enough stuff like that, I want to do it. But she's back now. Do we have anything new? I've killed your protector.
Oh, sweet champion. Where have you been?
It's been like a moment. She appears to sell the same things and miracles.
You know, in my home...
And has no new dialogue. Apart from, you know, the fact that she's being more and more corrupted. Maybe I'll need to buy more dark miracles from her before we can progress the story. Or maybe we just need to just keep going. We have one final lore-based stop to make before we progress through the Profane capital at last. And this is due to... God, so many comments letting me know. Thankfully, Gubiak let me know immediately. You know, he asked, "Hey, where have you been through the dungeon yet?" And, you know, said, "Did you find a window and go in it and find something like special?" Kind of vague, you know. He's very good with this kind of stuff. He didn't, you know, give away anything really. And I said, "No, I have no idea what you're talking about." And so he let me know. Just search around. Go into a window near where the giant was. And of course, tons of comments said things that were similar. But the issue is, right? I'm going to say it now. The issue is, here's what Gubiak did. Go check the windows. You've missed something important. And so I was going to come back and do that. And the comments, most of them were like, "You missed Onionbro. You're going to ruin Onionbro's storyline if you don't go back and go in one of the windows at the giant." Do you see the difference, guys? One makes me go back and I've no idea what's going on, and the other half spoils it. You know, I have no idea what's going to happen, which is good, but I'd love to not know that Onionbro's here. I would have liked the surprise of seeing him. So I just wanted to be open with you guys and let you know, please be more careful with, you know, the way that you describe things, because you give away the game in a big way when you do that. It's a shame. There he is. I see him. So he's in that room there, and there's an item in there as well, which does mean you can get in. The issue is, a lot of these rats just keep spawning. You don't really get, like, an opportunity to speak to him. Is that... I'm outside your window. Speak to me. Yep, thank you.
Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought.
That's fine.
Look at me. Trapped like a rat.
I think it's safer in there.
You needn't worry. I've just been sitting here weighing my options. The moment has almost come. I just need a bit more time.
Okay, he sounds really tired. A couple of items that showed up that I failed to read properly because I was attacked by a basilisk at the same time. Key to the oldest cell in Irithil dungeon. The first prisoner of the dungeon was a lone giant. Cells for men were built at his feet. I thought it said calls because I was reading it while being attacked by basilisks. It was actually cells for men. Here's a man in a cell right now. We have the key to this cell.
My liberation requires a key. But the key is outside. A riddle for the ages.
What? Could I just pass you the key through the hall? I had an extensive look around, guys. The only spot I can think of trying right now is to jump down into the hole just here. Let me get you a better look at it. Yeah, right there. And I know I saw a ghost while looking at it. There's a way to get in there, but I've tried and died with the fall damage. It just doesn't seem to be the right spot to do this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think maybe I need to progress for a little bit. But we at least know he's there now, so there's that. In Dark Souls 2, there was an NPC called Gilligan. He made ladders and sold ladders, and he was a bit of a cheapskate about it. There's a ladder right here. Ladder there. Ladder here. Some more ladders around the area. Quite a lot of ladders. Here's another ladder here. All made in the same way Gilligan would make his. Gilligan is this guy. I can't believe he made his way into Dark Souls 3. What a random reference and what a great emote. Didn't notice it at the time. Gubiak, he said, "Hey, look at the guy you got that emote from a bit more closely." And it happened on stream, and I was like, okay. And then, fuck, man, it's Gilligan. I can't believe it. So he must have fallen and died while making ladders here, or maybe died to a gargoyle. Super interesting that they actually put him in Dark Souls 3. Random tiny reference. Not much to it, I think. It's just that he's here. That surprised me so much. Anyway, time for us to finally progress in the Profane capital. And this area again. Those statues are people. Statues, we're good. This area reminds me of Ulisal and the Colosseum. And the way that it winds down to like a dark hole is interesting. But I don't know whether it is Ulisal. I have a bunch of items that I've not been able to get to yet. Try climb this ladder in a sec. Go back up. Just search the area. There seems to be like many different ways you can traverse this spot. So it's going to be a lot of like checking. You see this? Oh, here we go. A rusted coins. Not very valuable, but thanks Gilligan for the ladder there. Wouldn't have got them otherwise. Oh my god, there's more ladders here. Whoa! Oh shit! It flew over to us, this one. Instead of just like dropping down, it flew over to us. Kind of like the pursuer on his eagle a little bit. Neat. Alright, see you next time, pal.
See you next time, mate.
Not too bad to deal with this weapon at very least. 2,500 souls per kill on that one. Got more of these statues. What's interesting to me is that it's a Colosseum, and the fact that these guys look like Greeks with their beards. You know, like Greek politicians. They just give me that vibe. So there's another tower here, leading down at an angle. Bunch of items there. Actually, there's a gargoyle right there on that bridge. That's going to be a horrible fight. And I can see some people moving around. What are those guys doing? I feel like one of these is going to be an illusion. Or chameleon even. Look at all these ladders. Fucking Gilligan, man. Amazing. Yeah, what are they doing down there? Big pot of fire. Reminds me a little bit of we've seen a few of those actually. It reminds me a little bit of the thing Gwyn's daughter, Guinevere, gives to you. What I was so desperately trying to remember was the Lord Vessel. Guinevere, the daughter of Gwyn, gives you the Lord Vessel. It's very important. You place it, you fill it with great souls. It unlocks this door, which allows you to go to the kiln of the first flame and fight Gwyn himself, and then go on to link the flame or choose the dark path and let darkness consume the world. I will say this, however, I'm actually looking at this area now as if it might even be that very same spot where you place the Lord Vessel and the big snake man, the primordial serpent, actually takes you down there. Could be the same place, but we'll get into that another time. This looks nice. There's actually a hole there, but I can jump that. Wait, come back. Come back. I love you. Thank you. I've got quite a bit of Twinkling Titanite. We were at one point desperate for that, and then we haven't used it in ages. And I'm sure there's an ambush waiting for me in here. Hadn't hit me yet, though. So we should have done like a square if you're looking down on a bird's eye. So we should be, yeah, right where we started. Okay, so what's down there? Exactly. An item. Oh, that's a leech woman. Okay, so that's not a place you want to fall. I'm sure there's a bunch of leech women down there that might attack you, for example. There might be illusionary walls in this kind of place. It kind of looks like one. A place that would have them. So there's an item there, and then what leads down here where the lizard actually was? Let's have a quick glance. It is a corridor and an exit. So this should be where the item is. Oh, that's not too bad. There's not much to this area, actually. Rest of gold coin. Be wary below. What do you mean? Oh, right. There's another hole here. Okay. Right. Let's leave this weird room thing. Where are we now? This doesn't look like the same spot. Yeah, there's a leech woman there. Leech woman there. Another one there and there. Jesus Christ. There's one below me. Okay, there's a lot. I wasn't looking forward to seeing them ever again. I was kind of hoping they'd only be in the Burial Valley. But actually, that's an interesting thought, isn't it? We're finding them here. Is this their original location? And then they came to the Burial Valley with Pontiff. Blooming. Alright, you know what? I'm putting those on immediately. This is probably another place where we will find poison, like the swamp. I think that goo is probably poisonous as well. How do we get down there? It's not a ladder? Come on, Gilligan, you can do better than that. Okay, well, it looks like there's no way back up. Oh, God! Oh! Should have done a plunging attack. Oh. Maybe I'm wrong, but those feel bigger than the ones I'm used to. Okay, okay. Try not aggro a bunch at once. Ah, you can't roll. Well, you can, but it's going to be slow rolling. Ugh! And they're poisonous as well. Which doesn't surprise me massively, to be honest. Give me that heal. Not going to waste any time getting rid of poison. I'm probably going to have to deal with a lot. So this is probably where you fall down. And... ugh! They actually get some height when they jump. Okay, okay. Sidestepping them's a good idea. You need to roll to the side of them rather than, like, directly away from them because they have quite the lunge. Poison gem makes sense. Another one here. Oh, God, I absolutely fucking hate you. You just unnerve me. Got another one here. I'm looking at the ceiling, assuming this is where... yeah, there you go. There's a hole there. I was about to say, I assume this is where you fall down if you go down those holes, but... couldn't see any until that moment. That's fine. What we got here? Ooh, Curse Bite Ring. Probably got some interesting lore in it, but I will not be learning it until I'm out of this goop. It's not very safe. We got a ladder there. And I reckon you can go in there, maybe? So you can go above and maybe in the main entrance as well. We'll find out in a moment. Nope. It's not too bad, this area, but I just imagine if you have all of them attacking you at once, it's horrible. Purging Stone. that deals with curses. So maybe these women that are like weird, I don't know how to describe them, these things I'm killing, they obviously have something to do with curses. We have a cursed bite ring, we have purging stones. Maybe they were cursed and that's how they took this form they have now. Or maybe it was just the poison that they seem to be involved with. Unsure. Yeah, look, you can go in here. We've got a door. Got some sounds coming from inside there as well. And a shriving stone. First seen when we dealt with Corvians. Okay, well, I guess we'll go in. Don't forget we can go upstairs as well. Like up the ladder. Oh! God! What in the fuck? That's much worse close up. Okay, I'm getting rid of the poison. I'm healing up. Oh, wow, you can't get rid of the poison unless you use the special one. There you go. Oh! God! Oh! Oh! God! Oh! No, I don't want to... Oh! Shit! Oh! I don't want to fight you in the water, goop shit. Okay, this is fine. How are you against my bow? Let's do some fire shots. You're okay. How about pyromancy? Oh! Oh, he fell on his butt. Visceral! Nice! God, you have a lot of health. Please burn. Ugh! And die. Ah, another visceral. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. They don't seem like they take much damage from fire, which is a concern. I thought they would be like the type of enemy that wouldn't like it. Eleonoria and dung pies. Yay, nothing like whatever the fuck that thing's shit was. And there's another that... Oh, and there's another... Oh, you have to fight that many at once. That's fucked. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, no, not two at once. Oh, oh, Jesus! I thought there was the potential to fight three at once. Not that you have to fight two at once. Ugh! Okay. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. Just be very slow and methodical. We're getting some nice AoE on them, but I'm kind of out of magic now. Let's just use the bow, shall we? Yeah. Lower it with the bow. Probably isn't any more in this room, and if there is, I'll be very upset. Just keeping the distance. Okay, now it should be pretty much low enough to kill legitimately with attacks like that. There we go. Now, this one was lower than the other, so it should be hopefully weaker. I was going for a backstab there in the hopes. Oh, God! I thought it was doing a back roll attack, but it didn't. We're okay. Oh, and the poison's passed. What was the thing it gave me? Jesus Christ. A strange weapon found among malformed inhabitants of the Profaned capital. The Profane flame was triggered by the curse of these women, relatives of a certain oracle, but despite their culpability, they went on living without any cares. Feast bell. Hold up the axe and wave to emit a solemn chime to temporarily make weapons lacerating and to restore HP for each hit. That's very unique. That seems like a really powerful thing for a gank squad if one guy like uses the bell and then his team starts like bleeding everyone. Doesn't seem to be anything else in here, but we do know that there's the ladder that we can climb, so there's that. Now, this is like an extra high, like strong version of poison. So if we can avoid getting poisoned again, there we go. That would be lovely. Okay, so I can hear another one. There's at least one more of these bastards. You can see in here. There you go. There's one that I could hear. Hopefully there's only one. I mean, they're not... Oh, we can go in there as well. They're not too bad when you fight them by themselves, but fighting two was quite scary. And bear in mind, I did have a lot of range capability to sort of get me through that. I don't have that anymore. Ow, wow. Oh, God, they nearly died there. it does have a butt slam move. Apparently. God! Its hand! You know what? Oh god, what the fuck? Its face reminds me of Manus's hand. It has eyes on it. It has like the weird like fingers that are just a big... It's a similar like model to Manus's hand. It's a little bit more gooey and gross. But it is definitely similar to Manus's hand, his big, massive, malformed hand. Look at that, you can drop down to that item from above, maybe. Seems like it. We can get higher, maybe. We got a chest here. Come on, you son of a bitch. Of course there's a mimic in this spot. Makes sense. Ugh! Don't get caught on its legs. That's very bad. I don't think the grab will one-shot me with this amount of health, but I reckon it'll be very close. I should probably ember up. Just realised I'm not embered up. The Court Sorcerer's Staff, a catalyst used by the Court Sorcerers of the Profane capital. Very powerful when wielded by an exceptionally intelligent sorcerer. The Court Sorcerers laid claim to the legacy of the renowned Big Hat Logan, going so far as to emulate him with copies of the staff he used. Steady Chan. Boost the strength of sorcery for a short time. Works with while it's equipped in the other hand. Okay. So, referencing the followers of our very beloved Big Hat Logan. Rubbish. Great. Time for losing sanity. Yeah. I think this is the item we were looking at earlier. But we know that there's Big Hat Logan's like hat that remains. And we now know that they use his staff as well. So we might see more of those sorcerers with big hats in this area. Really, no illusionary walls in here. That is very strange. There must be a purpose to that room. Maybe an NPC later or something. Oh, we've missed this item. Ah, wow. There it is. The Court Sorcerer set. Robe worn by the Court Sorcerers of the Profane capital. The formal gold stitching suggests they may have also been oracles. There are many sorcerers who claim heirship to the great sage Big Hat Logan, and the Profane capital houses one of the two leading schools. Ooh. Abyss-related, magic-related. Didn't expect to see references to Logan here. Here's what it looks like. Hat looks a bit shitty, but everything else looks very nice. You could do some really nice sorcery-based fashion in this. Might be the set I use on my sorcerer when I make it. I gotta be concerned because we have 2 heals left, but I'm not embered. Like we just mentioned, I'm not embered. So there's that to be grateful for. It's like an extra heal. So we'll have to use that carefully. Okay, so we did see that there's an... hello. We did see there's an item that we think we could drop down from, and this looks like the spot. If you can get on the roof, which seems like you can. Oh! Oh! Ooh, okay. Alright. Ah, shit. Oh! Christ! On a bicycle. This is the ember up time. Okay. Okay. Ah, you son of a bitch. Should be a good time to do some good damage here. Yes, it was. Oh, fucking unlucky. Jesus. Oh, the poise. Shocking poise for a sorcerer. Maybe it was like hyper armor on this swing. Oh, now I fall. Okay, you've been very lucky and I'm very upset. Die. 1 heal left. Logan's Scroll. I know a sorcerer who will be very happy. It's been a long time since we found a scroll. Secret scroll of the Profaned capital court sorcerers, containing sorceries of Logan. Give to a sorcerer to learn Logan's sorceries. The court sorcerers use this scroll to claim heirship to Logan's legacy, though how that claim stands up to closer scrutiny is another story. Yeah, they're not relevant to them at all. Oh, look. Sweet, I can jump in there, I guess. So we're up on high, we have an item there, and we have the item we can jump, like, drop down to. Bear in mind, I only have 1 more heal, and that fall is quite high, I think. Poison arrows, nice. I'm not sure I'm going to survive this drop. Let alone, like, having to waste my final heal on it. Oh no, it's not so bad. Not as bad as I thought it was. In fact, not at all. Wrath of the Gods! It is still a spell. Wrath of the Gods is the spell we have on our special attack with this weapon. But there is a sorcery as well. Primal form of force. Just a stronger form of force. Wrath of the Gods is an epic tale, while force is but a woeful, incomplete version of that yarn. This primal account of profound fury emits a shockwave that also inflicts damage. Interesting that we find such a powerful faith spell here in an area that is so obviously dedicated to Logan and sorcery. We find an extremely powerful faith spell. Very interesting. Alright, it does look like I can make this jump. Thank you, messages. I was actually thinking about turning off online and playing this whole playthrough in on offline mode, due to the fact that these messages sometimes save me from ambushes even when I don't read them, and maybe I wouldn't have ever noticed this. So, if I would have missed this, I would have been sad. But also, it does give away the game a little bit. So I'm considering playing in offline mode. Let me know what you think, because it'll get rid of these messages. Oh, made it. Second try. Okay. Secret item. Oh, secret Onionbro. Hello? I can talk to him.
My liberation.
Oh, okay. Just gonna say the same thing. Hey, pal. How's it going?
You are a saint.
Ah.
Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Siegward of Katarina, express my deepest gratitude.
I love you, man.
Take this, a token of my thanks. Go on. It's all yours.
Oh my god. Onionbro. You are the greatest NPC in all of the games. Okay, you can only get 2 of these, I believe, in Bloodborne. It's the thing that puts your weapon to plus 10, the best upgrade level. You could get a couple in Dark Souls 1, I think. And in Dark Souls 2, I think you could only get 1. Basically, it was very limited. These are rare as fuck. You can barely get any of these normally. That was valuable. As you can see, we have shard, large shard, chunk, and finally, the slab. Titanite slab for weapon reinforcement, said to once belong to the gods. Reinforces weapons to their highest level. Titanite slabs are smithing materials of the gods, and weapons reinforced with slabs will be admired, no less than their precious legendary weapons. Awesome. Thank you so much.
No, please. Go on ahead. I've my own road to take, and a duty to fulfill. Very soon.
Oh, that's ominous. Oh, I don't like how less jolly you are.
No.
That's it, I guess. Oh, ha ha. Wow, it's the upgraded version of the serpent ring. We have the silver ring. And now we have the gold ring, and it's a bit more thick, as you can see. A gold ring depicting a snake that could have been, but never was, a dragon. Fallen foes are more likely to drop items, not increased soul drops, but items. That's extremely useful for farming. Snakes are known as creatures of great avarice, devouring prey even larger than themselves by swallowing them whole. If one's shackles are cause for discontent, perhaps it's time for some old-fashioned greed. We did find those weird beasts last time in the dungeon, and they were using this dagger that allowed them to use a small form of a dragon smash. Their screams are oft heard inside the dungeon as they naively mutilate their unworthy flesh. And we did see reference to the dragons with that statue and, of course, the dragon torso stone. Basically, those weird creatures, the frog things, I think they're linked to the dragons. Unworthy flesh. I reckon, being that they were trying to use some form of dragon magic and we found like a dragon type of character, perhaps, and it does seem this way, they're like failed dragons. Those weird frog things we saw. And they wanted to be dragons, but they failed. Alright, we really need a bonfire. Somewhat direly. Oh, hello, we're back in the dungeon. Try strike. I didn't know what to expect, I just did it. Thank you. Thank you. Again, if I was playing in offline mode, I never would have seen that message. Should I turn them off? But I won't be invaded by players if I do that. Oh, look! It's the crack in the wall. Where the giant was. Cool. And an item. Right. Jailer's keyring. You know what that must be. And if it's not, I'm going to go insane. It must be those 2 items we never could get to, right? Surely. And it's 3 keys in one. The NPC. The NPC that's locked in the cell. It must be that. Ring of key to the ethereal dungeon held by the jailer opens most cell doors. On what grounds do they remain imprisoned? Considering that by now they are mindless hollows or unrealized gibbering fools. That has to be the key. First stop. There was 1 cell that was locked and had an item in it. I don't think it was a big item. It doesn't look like one. But it does unlock it. Rusted gold coin, still worth coming and getting. Now this better open this damn door. It does, thank God. I want to know what this is. It's a big fancy ass chair right here. It must be something unique. Prisoner Chief's ashes. Umbral ash of the prisoner chief of the catacombs. With this, the shrine handmaiden will prepare new items. The prisoner chief used his clout to hoard all manner of things, but died without putting them to use. As you can see in the hand, it's spilling with coins, but he died without doing anything with them. Will I be able to purchase whatever he hoarded? Probably. Kinda neat. Now for the hard part. We have to get back to that prisoner with all of these douchebags being alive. Guess I'm gonna have to just kill them all. That was scary. I was on no health for so long. My health bar's finally coming back. There should be 1 more to deal with, and then I should be able to get to the NPC. Here she is now. Don't kill me. Okay. Whew. This area, I don't think I'm ever gonna feel safe here. Even coming through here with a bunch of people, I don't think I'm ever gonna feel safe. Either way. Who are you? Why are you in the cell? That's a witch's hat. Are you going to be the person who teaches me pyromancy? Like the one for the female ones.
Oh, there you are.
What?
I thought you'd all but forgotten me. How sweet. Good to know that a skinny little heretic can still turn heads.
What? You don't know who I am, do you? You think I'm someone else?
Hmm? Oh. You're not one of them.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Accept my apologies for mistaking you for one of those leeches. So, what business have you here? This is a land of monstrosities. And I am no exception.
Why? Why are you not an exception? I'm still gonna offer you help.
You're here to save me. But I'm guilty. A wretched child of the abyss.
Oh.
Is that something you can forgive?
A child of the abyss. I don't know what that means. Kinda seems maybe like a Dark Wraith reference. We never really noticed a character look like this if they were a Dark Wraith though. But this could be devastating if I brought her back to the Firelink Shrine and she like killed everyone. But who knows? Plus, that's just the type of character I am on this character. We must find out.
Oh, really? You are no ordinary man. Very well. Besides, I've grown tired of imprisonment. I am Karla, and I accept your proposal.
Nice. Ooh, we might regret that, I've no idea. But at least she was brutally honest with me. That says a lot for her character. She was really, really open with me about how she is a child of the abyss, whatever that means. I'm looking forward to seeing her dialogues and wherever that story goes. But bear in mind, I do have that ring that is the reversal ring, and a lot of you suggested that I give that to the pyromancer and maybe then he'll be able to teach me the pyromancies that require him to be a female. Neat idea. We'll have to try it. Just thought I'd mention that I read those comments. Alright guys, thanks for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did enjoy it. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!